John Croom, you're a cycler with American Magic. You're back ashore. You're in your dry clothes. You rotated out early, I guess, today.
I think we rotated around like 2 o'clock. Another chase boat came out and switched out with 3 other guys.
So listen, John, tell me about your career before sailing, before the America's Cup.
Yeah, I was a professional track cyclist with Team USA, and got a phone call doing this, and kind of sounded exciting. And it was between this or Paris, the Olympic Games. So we decided to go try the America's Cup.
That's a pretty big decision to make. What swayed it in favour of the America's Cup?
It was kind of one of those things. I was becoming 30 years old, and I think I was turning 30 that year, and I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do and career-wise, and they kind of made a mention that this could probably be a longevity kind of thing, and so I just gave it a shot.
You're an elite athlete at the top of your sport. You come into a team in the America's Cup. Tell me how it compares to what you're used to.
Oh, it's something I've never experienced. I thought I was at the top of a sport with track cycling, and with the Olympic Training Center in my backyard. I was living in Colorado Springs and working with some of the best coaches and staff around. But once I got here, it was something special all the way down from, people painting containers and the people working on the bathrooms and whatever else. They just love sailing, and they love the sport, and they love high performance, and I got addicted to it super quick.
I'm guessing as a cyclist you're a bit of an individualist.
Yeah.
How have you coped with being part of a big team like this?
It actually was kind of something refreshing. It wasn't hard at all. Something that I actually missed. I was a heavyweight wrestler and football player back in school, so before cycling, and that was big time team sports, and so to get back into this, for it to be one big team all the way down to the staff has been something really, really special, and the support's unreal.
Tell us what it feels like for somebody who's never been on an AC-75. What does it feel like when you're going upwind or downwind, speeds 40 plus, nearly 50 knots? Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that. Literally today I was just thinking, I think 30 knots feels normal to me in a sailboat. And I mean, the first time I ever sailed was in the AC-75, ever sailing. And so the first time is always the most exciting, obviously, with the G-forces in the maneuvers, etc. With your gut almost dropping out every time. But it's something really special. Different technique to being a cycler than being a cyclist, I'm guessing. Yeah. I think it's really just being open-minded. There's a lot of things in cycling that. It just was, but with so many things changing constantly, it could change my day dramatically as well. So.
We're here with Andy Maloney from Emirates Team New Zealand for day 45 out on the LEQ on Auckland Harbour. Bit of an interesting day, sort of got a range of conditions, some pretty light air and then some good breeze, almost up to 18 knots at the end there. You probably got a lot out of the day. What kind of things were you trying out there?
Yeah, just really continuing our testing block on this new foil wing. Pretty lucky today, you know, to get little bits of breeze out of the different clouds that were around that dying sou'easter and getting in before this afternoon when we have some thunderstorms coming in.
Now you're one of the flight controllers, so you're obviously looking at all the data off these two foils and accumulated quite a lot of data now with some good sailing days. What kind of differences are you seeing in the two foils?
Yeah, you know, all the foils are different. We've got Blair and myself controlling them, but we've got, you know, another 30 people who are very experienced in looking at foils, so it's great to have everyone looking at them from different angles and learning as much as we can about them and the differences, like you say, between the two going forward.
And now probably only a couple of sailing days left before shooting off to Jeddah. What other things do you need to tick off for the designers out there?
Yeah, it's really just finishing up this foil testing block before, you know, we start looking forward to Jeddah and preparing as best we can for that One Design regatta coming up. Quite a different style of sailing for us on the boat. You know, we all do different roles, so try and transition into that as quickly as we can over this week.
And in regards to the regatta and Jeddah coming up, I mean, what's the goal for the team there?
Yeah, obviously to win the event. You know, we were disappointed last time not to quite come away with the win, not to get to do that final match race. So there's a lot of motivation for us as a team to get there, get back into the One Design boat, get dialed in as quickly as we can, and then try and put our best foot forward in racing.